In today's video, we're going to talk about using constitutional silver to break or make change for larger denomination pieces of silver if the spot price were to ever get completely out of control. And I'm also going to be going live in the VIP club tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Link in the description if you want to join. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about the best thing about, and what I love most about junk silver, constitutional silver, 90% silver, whatever you want to call it. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos, subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos, and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. Got the brand new Lone Wolf collection out now. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance, it's more than appreciated. But today is September 1st, 2021. Happy September, everybody. The current spot price of silver, as I'm recording the video, is $24.10. A green day for silver, up 23 cents. Spot price of gold is $18.0870. A red day for gold. We've been seeing this kind of often. Silver up and gold down, just by a hair. And the current gold to silver ratio is in the 74 to 76 to 1 range. Of course, that's as I'm filming the video, not as I'm editing, posting, or as you're watching. So head on down to the comments and let me know the date and time you're viewing the video and what the current spot price is for you. I'm always curious. But today, I wanted to talk about the 90% junk constitutional silver, the 90%, the junk. People refer to this as junk as if it's garbage or something, but I assure you it's absolutely not. And I wanted to talk about just how practical it could really be, how useful it could be, how important, how vital it can be, and also, simultaneously, my favorite thing about the constitutional. Now, I'm not going to run through the whole story because I've told it a couple times in the past, but I used to not like 90% at all. I steered clear of it, wanted virtually nothing to do with it, didn't like it, found it boring. Starting in 2019, I started to integrate it into the stack, still wasn't too big of a fan. 2020 happened, and I really had no choice but to get pretty much nothing but constitutional because I couldn't get my hands on anything else at the time. And during that year, last year, I really grew quite fond of it. I really started to appreciate and respect the 90%. And not only that, but I learned a lot about it as well. And that's what I wanted to talk about in today's video. Now, like I said, the spot price is only about $24 and change. But what if spot price completely took off? Now, this could happen for a couple of different reasons. Maybe the economy is in shambles. Maybe the global silver demand completely takes off. Maybe both at the same time, or maybe another factor. Regardless, what if the spot price of silver were to, as they say, go to the moon? What if silver were to just take off? What happens if it happens in a short window of time, or maybe it takes a little while? Maybe it takes a couple months, takes a couple years. Let's just say silver goes up to, I don't know, $600 an ounce. Just random, arbitrary, completely made up number just for the sake of the conversation. What if the spot price of silver went all the way up to $600? Or should I say the stack price of silver goes all the way up to $600, which is spot price plus whatever the common average premium is at the time. To get an ounce of silver, it takes you about $600. What would happen at that point? Well, at $600 an ounce silver, it's important to remember that to get each one of these, it would take $600. Actually, no, it wouldn't take $600 to get one of those. It would take $600 to get one of these. Little tiny piece of silver, a little 1 ounce silver bar. That's a 10 ounce silver bar, so multiply it by 10. That's how many dollars you're going to need. So the larger the denomination, obviously the more cash it's going to take to get your hands on it. And is that going to be an easy thing to do? Is that going to be a simple task? If the spot price is $600, are you going to have $6,000 on hand to convert into just one little block of silver like those up there? Maybe. And if you do have $6,000 laying around that you're willing to just toss into silver, great for you. I don't have $6,000 laying around though. And if the spot price were to completely take off, that would likely be an indicator that the economy is in pretty rough shape. So if I did have $6,000, odds are that would probably buy me a week's worth of groceries if inflation got that bad, driving silver up that far. But regardless, $600 an ounce. You want to know what I see? Or what I think of when I hear $600 an ounce? $600 for that little thing right there? Being that silver dimes are about 1/14 of a troy ounce of silver, you just multiply the spot price. You divide the spot price by 14, and each one of these would end up being worth about somewhere between $40 and $45, which doesn't sound like very much, but keep in mind, this is only 1/14 of a troy ounce of silver. So if you want to get your hands on, let's just say, a 1 ounce silver bar like that right there, but you only have $300, you can always trade that $300 plus about 7 of these, which is half a troy ounce, for one of those right there. It's the same thing. Silver for silver, absolutely no difference. Or if you just happen to have 14 of them all together, you can trade that troy ounce of silver for a different troy ounce of silver. They're both a troy ounce of silver. There's virtually no difference between that and trading a $20 bill for 4 $5 bills. There's no difference. Same amount of money versus the same amount of currency. You're just breaking it. That's all you're doing. But for, let's just say, the silver quarter now, being that these are 1/6 of a troy ounce, at $600 an ounce, that would mean each one of these is about $100, which is pretty crazy to think about, considering, according to currency, or according to face value rather, it's only worth 25 cents. It's only worth $0.25. Yet according to spot price and melt value, the silver value, the money value, measured in currency that is, this would be worth about $100 if the spot price were to go all the way up to $600. So you could take 6 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, boom, troy ounce of silver right here. This would be worth about $600, and you can trade it for one of these right here. Now let's talk about half dollars. Half dollars, being that each one of these is about 1/3 of a troy ounce. Pretty simple math. 1/3 of a troy ounce. 1/3 of $600. This right here, according to the currency attached to it, it's worth $200 if the spot price were to go to $600. So you can use just 3 measly half dollars to get yourself, or to trade for, a 1 troy ounce silver coin, round or bar. And that is hands down, 100%, my favorite thing about junk silver, which is absolutely not junk. It's called junk just because it's not pure silver, but it doesn't need to be pure silver. Because if you do the math, you can figure out how much of that junk silver equates to a troy ounce of pure silver. Like I said, 1/3, 1/6, and 1/14 of a troy ounce. Now, if you were to take that 1/3, that 1/6, or that 1/14 of a troy ounce, and you were to weigh it, it would weigh a little bit more than 1/3, 1/6, or 1/14 of a troy ounce. But that's because 10% of the coin is nonsense metal. Is metal that isn't a precious metal. It's not silver. It's not gold, and it goes for the pre-33 gold as well. It's called 90% silver for a reason. It's 90% silver and 10% not silver. So 10% of its weight is a mixture of other metals. But if you're focusing on the silver, 90% of what it weighs is silver. And that's what I'm going by. This right here, like I said, 1/3 of a troy ounce, but it weighs a little bit more than that because of the other metals mixed into it. But 90% of its weight is silver, which equates to about 1/3 of a troy ounce of silver. See, it's just simple math. It doesn't really take much to figure out. It's not overly complex. If you can count up to 14 or up to 6 or up to 3, it's nearly impossible to not be able to figure out. You got to get into the swing of things. You have to get into the groove of how it works. But once you learn it, it's very, very simple. And I know we're talking about 1 ounce, oh my God, silver bars here. But it goes for larger denominations too. Because in a situation like that, you might not be working with 1 ounce silver bars. You might be working with a 10 ounce bar. You might be working with a kilo bar. You might be working with a 20 or a 50 or a 100 ounce silver bar. In a situation where the spot price had gone all the way up to $600, multiply that by 50 or 100 or however many ounces of silver you're working with, whatever the increment of the piece of silver is. Can you imagine how many dollars, how much currency it would take to work with a piece of silver of that size? Wouldn't be very easy. But the 90% junk constitutional silver can make it so much more simple. It can make the process so much smoother. It could make everything so much more easy and simple, less complicated, whatever you want to say. This stuff right here is no different than having a stack of singles when all someone has is a $100 bill. That's the whole point of being your own bank. It's having all the denominations. Of course, we're stacking the 1 ounce bars and coins and rounds. Of course, we're stacking the 5 ounce, the 10 ounce, maybe even kilo bars. Maybe even pieces of silver above that denomination, like I said. 50 ounce, 100 ounce potentially. I mean, I've seen 600 ounce silver bars before. It looked like a cinder block. Of course we're stacking silver in larger denominations. But that's the whole purpose of 90%. It's to be able to stack silver in smaller denominations. See, if you were to put some cash away in the safe, under the bed, wherever you put it, as an emergency fund, just in case, just some emergency cash to stay afloat and just in case things were to go south, you're probably not going to tuck away only $100 bills. Maybe you are. I personally wouldn't do that. I view that as kind of foolish. I think you need to have a variety of different denominations. So if you're going to put cash away as an emergency fund, it's probably going to consist of $100 bills, but I would assume it's probably going to also consist of 50s, 20s, 10s, 5s, and singles. You got to have a little bit of everything for all different reasons. Of course, the $100 bill takes up a whole lot less room than a stack of 100 singles, but you got to have a little bit of everything. What happens if you're trying to buy something that's only worth a couple of dollars and all you have in your pocket is a stack of 50s, and the person you're trying to buy from doesn't have change? You're the one stuck in a situation now, not them. That's your problem, and there's nothing you could do about that. But what if you were to have the smaller denominations? What if you had the singles, the 5s, and the 10s? What if instead of having just nothing but 10-ounce silver bars? What if you had 1/3 ounce silver coins, or 1/6 ounce silver coins, or 1/14 ounce silver coins? Like I said, it makes the entire process that much more simplified. You don't have to worry about the headache. You don't have to worry about anything being overcomplicated. It's a very simple, easy, smooth transaction as long as you're both on the same page. And if you both understand the precious metals, you should absolutely be on the same page, because a troy ounce of 90% is literally the same exact identical thing as a troy ounce of pure silver. There is no difference. Why is that? It's because a troy ounce is a troy ounce. It does not matter. It's like saying a 1 troy ounce silver bar or 10 1 troy ounce silver bars is better or worse than a single 10-ounce silver bar. They're both 10 troy ounces. There's no difference. Absolutely no difference. Literally the same. When it's melted down, it's identical. 90%, however, probably wouldn't get melted down. There would be no real need to melt it down, and it's not pure silver, so you probably wouldn't want to do that anyway. But it's all just for the sake of the conversation. A troy ounce is a troy ounce if it's a troy ounce. Simple as that. Similar to how I say silver is silver if it's silver. Doesn't matter what's on it. Doesn't matter where it's from. Doesn't matter what it says or where it was minted. None of that matters. It could be an American coin. It could be a coin from Canada, Mexico, New Zealand. It doesn't matter. Is it silver? It is? I'll take it. That's what's important. It doesn't matter the denomination. It doesn't matter if you have 2 half-ounce silver rounds, like this right here. It doesn't matter if you have 2 of these or 1 of these. Troy ounce or a half troy ounce multiplied by 2. They both equate to a troy ounce of silver. It does not matter. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, would be the best thing about 90%. My favorite thing about constitutional silver. You can break a larger denomination piece of silver. You can make change for larger increments of silver, and it makes stacking or transaction so much less complicated, so much smoother. I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. When it comes to the 90% junk constitutional silver, I know a lot of people stack it for a variety of different reasons. I would say the most common reason that I hear from people who are stacking 90% as to why they're stacking 90% is because they like the history behind it. You can learn a lot from 90%. You can learn a lot from constitutional coins. I mean, a lot of the coins are from the early 1900s, some of which are even from the 1800s. They're just very old coins, and you can learn a lot about them, especially when you do some research of what was going on during that time frame. You can learn a lot from constitutional silver, and it's cool. I absolutely agree with that. But I would say the best thing about it is being able to acquire, own, and transact with fractional pieces of precious metal. And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller and easier to manage. I'm going to be going live tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm posting exclusive VIP-only adventure vlogs. I also do giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shoutouts, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. And of course, you can watch all of my videos early and commercial free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please
hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to hit that subscribe button like a Karen hits a bus window. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. A bunch of brand new videos over there. Go check them out. The link will be in the description. Trying really hard to hit 3,000 subscribers. We just hit 2,000, and I appreciate that. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products. T-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, inspired by the beautiful 2-ounce silver Kraken coin, which, by the way, is helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for ocean cleanup charity organizations.
And of course, the brand new DYDSS Lone Wolf t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, coffee mug, and long sleeve tee, available in 4 different colors, and a portion of the proceeds are going towards the International Wolf Center.
Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance, it's more than appreciated. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know once again.
When it comes to 90% junk constitutional silver, what's your favorite thing about it? What do you think the best thing about the junk silver is? These coins right here. What do you think makes 90% silver so great, if you're as big of a fan of it as I am? Do you think that the history behind it is the best? Do you think how practical it can be, how useful it can be, if spot price were to really take off especially? Do you think that is the best thing about 90%? Being able to break or make change for a larger denomination piece of wealth. Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.